Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. Come on in and sit down and let's spend some time together this morning. I'd like to begin with the question this morning: what gives the teaching of Jesus its power? What distinguishes it? What distinguishes it from the teachings of Buddha, the teachings of Muhammad? What makes it so different? And Brennan suggests that it is the risen Christ that makes all the difference. If Jesus had not risen, well, we could say that the Sermon on the Mount was a wonderful piece of ethical teaching. But if he rose from the dead, then that praise is irrelevant. Because now the sermon tells us about our ultimate destiny. The transforming force of the Word resides in the risen Lord. The risen Lord who stands by the Word and gives it present meaning. The dynamic power of the gospel flows from the resurrection. The most radical demand of the Christian faith lies in summoning the courage to say yes to the present risenness of Christ. The risenness of Christ here, next to me. And it is scary because it is so personal. It is an act of faith, a decisive, wholehearted response to the risen Jesus beside me, before me, and around me. Jesus provides security in the face of death and in the face of my own malice. An awareness of the risen Christ banishes meaninglessness, and it helps us to see life as one piece and reveals a design never seen before. For most of the time, resurrection means very little to us. It can seem remote and isolated. It can almost not touch us. On the other hand, if the central saving act of the Christian faith, the resurrection, is pushed to the future, something that we long for one day, then it is once again removed from the present. Limiting the resurrection to the past or the future makes the present risen Christ irrelevant and preempts communion now with Jesus as a living person, here, now, in this room, in your room. If we take seriously the words, "Know that I am with you always, yes, to the end of time," then we should expect him to be present in our lives today. On this day, Jesus is here. If our faith is alive and luminous, we will be alert to moments, to events, to occasions when the power of the resurrection is brought to bear on our lives. But if we are self-absorbed and inattentive, well, we fail to notice. We fail to notice the subtle ways in which Jesus snags our attention. And so we must train ourselves to be attentive to our experience in order to discern God's touch from all the other influences of the day. Where is God's touch? When tragedy appears and we are deaf to everything but the shriek of our own agony, when courage flies out of the window and the world seems hostile and menacing, this is our hour of Gethsemane. No word, however sincere, offers any comfort to us. The night is bad. Our minds are numb. Our hearts are vacant. Our nerves are shattered. How will we make it through this night? It may happen that in these trials of our human existence, that in the midst of these trials, things happen which are beyond explanation. We may feel the hand of God clutching ours. We make it through the night, and darkness gives way to morning. And we experience the power of Jesus in his present risenness. Without deliberate awareness of Christ's present risenness, life can seem utter nonsense. Apart from the risen Christ, we live in a world of utter obscurity, a world without meaning, a world of danger, a world of darkness. Nothing is connected, nothing endures, nothing has deeper meaning. It is all sound and fury. But in Jesus, in the risenness of Jesus here beside me today, we find meaning and purpose. He said, I am the way and the truth and the life. He is the way today, in this moment. And we need to open our eyes and see that. May you be blessed today. Amen.